Hi Wildcats! On this week's episode of CatTrax, I talk ACU Soccer and more whenever I sit down with two ACU student athletes, Kelsie Roberts and Sydney Newton. Kelsie, Sydney, both of you play on the defensive end of the soccer pitch. What is it like working together to keep the opponents from scoring on you?
It just kind of comes naturally to us. I think me and Kelsie have a really good chemistry as far as how we play on the field together. You know, sometimes it doesn't really require me having to say much to her, whereas if somebody else were back there, I don't know, sometimes she'll get subbed out and I kind of freak out because it just kind of messes up the whole dynamic.
When ACU students come and watch you play, they may notice that you're the only one who has a headband on.
Yeah.
What is the story behind the headband?
Well, there's no secret like you asked, but I just decided last year, I think, that it's just a good, I head the ball so much that it's really good protection, and it makes me feel more confident when I can go up and just put my elbows out and head the ball, and it just makes me feel more confident when I go up, so.
And Sydney, you have a dad who played football at TCU.
Yeah.
What has his role been in supporting you while you're playing at a collegiate level here at ACU?
Well, I think because he played college sport, he almost feels like he knows everything that there is to know about being an athlete. So it's mainly just a lot of lecturing about what I need to be doing outside of soccer. And he always tells me that I need to, what I need to be eating and stuff like that. So it's mainly lectures.
The team started out 1-6-1 before starting conference play. But as soon as you started conference play, y'all got on a roll. The team got on a roll. What changed?
I think some of it had to do with just having a good first game. It really puts us in a good mood going forward. Having 4-0 win against Corpus Christi, it felt good. You could just the team on the bench and just on the field, both were just having fun, and everyone wanted to be there. So I think that's kind of what got us rolling, I feel like.
Yeah, getting into our element, getting into knowing that this is where it really counts, but then also getting those 4 goals under our belt really helped us build confidence. We're okay, this is it, we can do this.
And one of those goals was scored by you, Kelsie, who came into the season not having scored yet at ACU and for ACU. So that was your first collegiate goal. What did that feel like, being in Corpus, and your parents were there?
Yeah.
What was that? What were the emotions like at that game?
It was really fun. I've played since I was a freshman, but I've never scored, and my mom sometimes always says today is the day, and but yeah, my parents drove 7 hours down there. My parents said they wanted to come to every game, so they made it to the game, and they weren't expecting it, but I scored, and my mom screamed and was super excited, and she gave me a hug after the game. She was like, well, it only took you 3 years, but you got it.
It's not normal for a defender to get a goal.
Yeah.
And so Sydney, you having, your close teammate back on the defensive end, what was that like for you
Seeing her score?
Seeing her score.
Oh my goodness, it was amazing. I wanted to sprint down to the other end of the field, but then I knew that I would just get tired. I can't do that. But I was just sitting in the back of the goal, just oh my God, Kelsie just scored. I was tearing up. Yeah, it got me kind of emotional. I was proud of you.
Oh, thanks, girl.
What is the most fun and competitive thing for a goalie compared to maybe a defender or an offensive player?
I think being a goalkeeper, one of the things that's really fun is, putting your body out there to make these weird, because sometimes I do have to make the awkward saves, with my body, but I think it's fun, honestly.
What motivates you to come out on the pitch basically every day and give it your all while you're here?
I'm a pretty focused person, so I mean, I love soccer, and so I come out, have some fun, and I get to see friends every day. The team is just a big group of girls that love to have fun together, so it's just fun to, I mean, sometimes whenever you have to wake up early in the morning for weights, that's when it weighs on you that it's a job, but otherwise it's just coming out and having fun.
Yeah, you just kind of almost have to use it as your escape from school and anything else. You know, our coaches tell us to forget about anything that's bothering you because you can't let it bother you on the field. So it's almost therapeutic, I think, in that way.
You know, therapeutic areas because you're a psychology major. What do you want to do after graduation?
I'm wanting to get my master's in counseling, psychology, and hopefully I want to work with married couples.
And Kelsie, you're a biochemistry major? Goodness. What do you want to do after graduation?
I want to go to medical school. So I've taken the MCAT. I took it twice, and I got the score back the second time, and I was happy to see it. So I think I'm going off to medical school hopefully sometime soon.
Kelsie, you were number 17, and Sydney, you were number 0. What are the stories behind those numbers?
My coach just asked me, what number do you want this year? And I said, let's go with 0. So, like, any particular reason why? And I was like, no, but it rhymes with hero. I've always wanted to be a hero. So, yeah.
What about you, Kels?
So Leslie on the team now, I think she wears 7, and when I was in, I think, middle school, I switched over to her team, and I was number 7 on my other team, and so when I switched over to her team, I couldn't be number 7 anymore, so I said, okay, I'll be number 17, and so ever since I haven't switched back, so I loved it.
And you two, you and Leslie, played on the same team as...
We played on TFC.
TFC, and you played Natalie.
We played Natalie. We were huge rivals, and like every time we played her, like in a season, like both teams would be like ready to go that day, like. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been different having Natalie. I love Natalie. Like I never knew her as a person until I came here, and like now that you see the other side of the team, you know, you're like, wow, like I shouldn't have hated this team like forever. She's awesome.
When looking at the soccer team, what are some strengths that the two of you bring that maybe someone else on the team doesn't?
I would definitely say Sid's like a great icebreaker. Like whenever we have like an awkward moment like within the team, Sid's like the person that like comes in and says like a joke and like just like brings down the mood, and so she's a great icebreaker.
Kelsie's just like one of the best defenders I've ever seen play. I've never seen her lose a slide tackle. It's amazing.
So now we're going to play Would You Rather. Would you rather be able to speak fluently every language in the world, or to be the best at something in the world?
Every language.
Yeah, every language would be awesome.
Because we both love to travel.
Yeah.
So
We've
that'd
both
come
been to
in
some really fun places, yeah. So that would definitely come in handy.
Would you rather change the past or be able to see into the future?
Future.
Past.
Past? Why? Future you could change. Past is
I don't
past
want to
would
see
be like,
the future. That freaks me out.
Freak you out?
'Cause, no, I don't want to see the future.
She's not a big Revelation reader, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would you rather get up early or stay up late?
Get up earlier. Oh, stay
For
up
what?
late. Woo! I've been going to bed really late these days. Don't tell my parents.
Yeah, stay up late.
Stay up late. Would you rather never be able to speak again or always say everything that's on your mind?
Say everything that's on my mind. I definitely want to speak. I wouldn't want to lose that. She's like, some crazy things go through my mind.
I'd never speak.
Yeah. Would you rather be 4'5" or 7'7"?
4 or 5.
7'7". It's got the number 7 in it, yeah, probably.
She's very superstitious about that number.
You know.
Number.
Would you rather get a class without brushing your teeth Or would you use your roommate's toothbrush?
I've gone to class without brushing my teeth, so I guess that one.
Ditto.
I've woken up like 2 seconds before class.
We share a bathroom. I don't know if I'd use a toothbrush.
You probably don't want to.
Yeah.
Would you rather go without the internet or a car for a month?
Car.
No, I can't live without my car. Internet. I love my car.
Kelsie and Sydney will help lead the ACU soccer team this weekend in the last 2 regular season home matches when they take on Lamar and McNeese at Elmer Gray Stadium. Admission is free with your student ID. Until next week, go Wildcats!